Marking and cutting a front piece for saree blouse. In the previous session, we cut the fabric for the back piece of the saree blouse. In this session, we will see how to mark and cut fabric for the front piece of the saree cutting blouse. At the end of the session, you will be able to mark and cut the front piece of saree cutting blouse on fabric. Now let's see how to mark the front piece on fabric. First, let's turn the view of the pattern for the convenience of marking and cutting on fabric. Now keep the fabric in a fold about 3 inch more than quarter of the chest circumference and the folded edge close to you. Here it is 12 inches. Mark a starting point 0 to your left and measure 17 inches along the fold and make a mark. This is point 1. From both points, draw right angle lines to the fold. From point 0, measure 10.5 inches and make a mark. This is point 2. Again from point 1, measure 10.5 inches and make a mark. This is point 3. Join points 2 and 3 with a straight line. From point 0, measure 7.25 inches along the fold and make a mark. This is point 4. Draw a right angle line to the fold. The point where this line meets line 2-3 is point 9. Along line 0-2, measure 6 3/4 inches and mark the point. This is point 5. Draw a right angle line to 0-2. The point where this line meets the line 4-9 is point 23. From point 5, measure ½ inch down and make a mark. This is point 6. From point 0, measure 3.5 inches and make a mark. This is point 7. Join points 7 and 6. This is the shoulder slope. From point 0, measure 6.25 inches along the fold and make a mark. This is point 8. From point 8, draw a right angle line inwards. Then from point 7, draw a right angle line until it meets the line drawn from point 8. The point where these two lines meet is point 20. Starting from point 1, measure 8.25 inches and make a mark. This is point 10. Connect points 10 and 9 about halfway. From point 1, measure 4 inches along the fold and make a mark. This is point 11. From point 10, measure 3 inches towards point 9 and make a mark. This is point 12. Join points 11 and 12 in a straight line. This is for the waist belt. Now extend the same line from point 12 another 2 inches for the waist dart and make a mark. This is point 27. Join points 27 and 9 in a straight line. Starting from point 0, measure 8 3/4 inches and make a mark. This is point 13. Draw a right angle line from point 13 inwards and measure 3 3/4 inches and make a mark. This is point 14. Again from point 11, measure 3 3/4 inches inwards and make a mark. This is point 15. Connect points 14 and 15 in a straight line. From point 27, measure 1.5 inch upwards and make a mark. This is point 16. Connect points 14 and 16 in a straight line. From point 23 towards point 5, measure 1 inch and make a mark. This is point 17. Connect points 14 and 17 in a straight line. From point 14, measure 1 inch along all joining lines and make a mark to get points 29, 30, 31 and 32. Then from point 15, measure 1 inch on either side and mark. This is point 19 and 18. Connect points 19 and 18 with point 30. The length of this dart should be minimum 2 inches long. From point 13, measure and mark ½ inch on either sides to get points 37 and 38. Then connect those marks with point 29. Again from point 17, measure and mark ½ inch on either sides to get points 33 and 34. Then connect those marks with point 32. From point 16, measure ½ inch on either side and mark to get points 35 and 36. Then connect those two marks with point 31. This is the side seam dart. Now measure the lower leg of the side seam dart, which is 7½ inches here, and measure the same on the upper leg and make a mark. This is point 28. Join points 9 and 28 in a straight line. Also connect the two ends of the dart with a corner facing outside. From point 11, measure 1 inch upwards along the fold and make a mark. This is point 26. Join points 26 and 18 in a curved shape. Mark the center of line 820. This is point 22. Next, mark the center from line 720. This is point 21. Now draw a curved shape for the front neckline from 21 to 22. Again mark the center of line 523. This is point 24. From point 23, measure 1 inch diagonally outward and make a mark. Then from point 24, measure ½ inch inwards and mark the point. This is point 25. Then draw a curved shape for the armhole from point 6, 25, 9. Then measure the right leg of the armhole dart. Here it is 3½ inches and mark the same on the left leg and correct the armhole curve. Also connect the two ends of the dart with a corner facing outwards. Thus we have finished marking the pattern of the front piece of the sari blouse. Now let's see how to cut the fabric along the drafted lines. Starting from the fold at point 26, cut along the belt line, the side seam, armhole, front neckline, and shoulder slope. Now cut along the lower line of the belt and the side seam of the belt. Snip little corners off to mark the ends of all the 4 darts. Now pierce a pin through the peak of each dart. Turn the cut front piece to the other side and mark the point where the pin is. Connect the ends of the dart with the respective peak point. Cut along the center front fold to make opening for the front piece. Now make 2 copies of the belt piece in a folded 2 layers of fabric. cut the center front piece open for all the belt pieces. In this session, we have marked and cut fabric for the front piece of the saree cutting blouse. In the next session, we will see how to mark and cut fabric for the sleeves.